If you've ever dealt with a damp basement, musty garage, or a home that just feels sticky no matter how much you run the air conditioner, then you've probably looked into getting a dehumidifier. The Waykar 120-pint dehumidifier is designed for large spaces, promising powerful moisture removal, quiet operation, and lower energy consumption. But after going through what hundreds of owners have to say, I think the real story is how much of a difference this machine makes in everyday life. The first thing that stood out to me is how many people noticed results almost immediately. Over and over, buyers mentioned that within the first day, they could actually feel the difference in the air. Rooms felt less damp, musty smells started disappearing, and the overall environment became much more comfortable. Some people were genuinely surprised by how quickly the water tank filled up, which was proof that the unit was pulling a lot more moisture out of the air than they realized was there. One review that really caught my attention came from a homeowner struggling with high humidity in their bedroom because of an older HVAC system. They said humidity dropped from over 70% into the low 50s overnight, and for the first time in years they were able to sleep without feeling sticky and uncomfortable. That's the kind of real-world improvement you don't get from reading a spec sheet. Another thing people consistently praise is how easy the dehumidifier is to use. Setup is simple, the controls are straightforward, and owners like having the option of either emptying the water tank manually or connecting the included drain hose for continuous drainage. Several reviewers mentioned they basically set their desired humidity level and let the machine handle everything else. I was also surprised by how many people complimented the noise level. Dehumidifiers aren't silent, but compared to older models, buyers say this one is noticeably quieter. Most describe it as a low background hum that quickly fades into the background, making it perfectly acceptable for bedrooms, living rooms, or home offices. A few reviewers even run it around the clock without feeling bothered by the sound. The compact design gets a lot of praise as well. Despite being capable of handling large areas, many owners mention that it's lighter and easier to move than previous dehumidifiers they've owned. That makes it practical if you need to move it between the basement, garage, or different rooms in the house. Another positive I kept seeing was customer service. While no product is perfect, several people who experienced issues said Waykar support team responded quickly and even replaced their units without hassle. That definitely adds some confidence if you're making a larger purchase like this. Now, it's not perfect. The biggest complaint I found involves long-term reliability. While plenty of buyers report their units running continuously without problem, there are also reviews from people whose machines stopped working after around 9 months to a year. The encouraging part is that many of those customers also praised Waykar for honoring the warranty and providing replacements, but it's still something worth keeping in mind. I also noticed a few owners mention that the built-in humidity sensor isn't perfectly accurate. One reviewer compared it against a separate hygrometer and found the readings were consistently higher than the actual room humidity. Their solution was simply adjusting the target humidity accordingly, but if you want precise humidity control, it's probably worth buying a separate hygrometer to verify the reading. Finally, while most people describe it as quiet, don't expect complete silence. Like any compressor-based appliance, you'll hear it running, especially when it's actively removing a lot of moisture. Fortunately, most buyers agree the performance more than makes up for the small amount of background noise. So who should buy this dehumidifier? I'd recommend it for anyone dealing with damp basements, garages, crawl spaces, large living areas, or homes in humid climate. It's also a great option if you've noticed musty odors, condensation, or you simply want your air conditioner to work more efficiently by reducing excess humidity.
Who shouldn't buy it?
If you only need to control humidity in a very small bedroom or office, this model is probably more powerful than you actually need. You could save some money by choosing one of Waykar's smaller units instead. Overall, I think the Waykar 120-pint dehumidifier earns its popularity. Buyers consistently praise how quickly it removes moisture, how much more comfortable it makes their homes feel, and how easy it is to operate. While there are a few concerns about long-term reliability and humidity sensor accuracy, the overall customer feedback is overwhelmingly positive. If you're tired of fighting damp air and want a dehumidifier that actually makes a noticeable difference, this is definitely one worth considering. You can check it out from the link in the description.